Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. Today we're with the Saab B17A. This is by Inibuilds. It's a pretty cool Swiss-made aircraft. I believe it's Swiss-made. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. It's not showing that our gear is down, even though it should be. We're gonna go take this little bit for a flight in the Caribbean, and I'll give you my opinions. I did fly this on a live stream once. It's a very, very good aircraft. Doesn't come with a lot of liveries. You have a couple different options here. And of course it comes with two Microsoft Flight Simulator liveries. But it does have 5 of its own. So that's pretty cool to see. Here's a couple other ones here where we have the gear actually down now. Pretty cool indeed. Looks like a little bit of a glitch there loading into the hangar. But overall, pretty nice looking liveries. So with that being said, we'll jump inside this one here and take it for a little bit of a test fly, see how it handles and see how it operates. Okay, so I hope you guys are all doing well. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, smash a thumbs up if you do enjoy this video, and let me know your thoughts of the Saab in the comments below, if it's a fan favorite or not. Today we're going to be taking a look at all the different features and functionality of this and giving it a little bit of a score. So here's the first one, which we'll start with, which is going to be a visual, right? So exterior, interior, right? Interior is very nicely modeled. I like it. I mean, it's not the best, it's not the worst, but I would say it has to be mid-range. Attention to detail is pretty good. You got your prime switch here, and let's see, is this like, okay, primed. Okay, so it does have that. That's pretty cool. Overall, it's not a bad looking aircraft. I did fly this before, and here's some lighting. We're gonna get all this up and running in a little bit here. But before we do so, let's go see. Now this one doesn't allow you to get outside the plane with the walls, so you have to just take a step out here. Overall, it's pretty cool. The gear itself, the overall visual model, I would say is definitely a solid 4. I wouldn't give it a 4.5 just because, you know, it's very nicely done, though. It's very nicely done. Let's see a little bit of the animation with the tail there. And, of course, we got the wings. I did find a little bit of a glitch in the wing sometimes inside the cabin. I don't know if that is something to do. It doesn't look like it's doing it now. We'll take it for a ride and see if anything changes with that. And I'll try to point that out if I do see it again. Alright, so canopy. We can open the front canopy, and I think also you can, here's some of the, let's see, the visuals here. I think this is the rear canopy side, right? I think there's a part that opens back here. I could be wrong. I could have swore that we had a canopy. I believe the backside canopy opens too. I'm not 100% sure how to do that though. I just had it open not that long ago. I'm missing something here. Oh, there it is. So the back canopy slides forward there, and the front canopy has that, so that's pretty cool. We're learning together, guys. Animation's not bad. Canopy is locked in the back. Jumping back into the front seat here. Alright, let's go ahead and close up the top canopy there. That's a fast animation. Alright. Canopy is clocked and closed. So you can open the window as needed too, and then that will tighten to close it. That's pretty cool. little features that always help the immersion of the aircraft, right? So with that being said, let's get some of these things on here. UV, that's for the lighting. That looks really nice, right, for nighttime flights, and I like it a lot. All right, battery. I'm gonna turn a battery on here. I believe you have to turn the left tank switch on. It does have a checklist too, in case you wanted to do a pre-flight or a quick start. So we're just going to go ahead for engine start checklist, right? So mixture is going to go fully rich, which is on. It goes to the back, which is unusual. Usually they go to the front, right? Prop is fully forward. That's the prop up there, fully forward. Mixture is, oh, mixture lever is supposed to be off? That's interesting. Hand throttle, we'll crack it open. Put that on. Magnetos can come on, which are down here. Magneto 1 and 2. And mixture to norm. So mixture has to come to norm, which is right about there. And this is your engine rotate. Alright, let's get another look at that. I want to see what it looks like on the outside for startup too. Not bad. Sounds are pretty good. We're supposed to open the call flaps too, which I didn't do. Now the call flap is open. We're dying out on the engine power there. There we go. Here's the lights here. I'm going to show you what it looks like at nighttime. So not bad lighting. Let's see what it looks like. You got your beacon, nav light, panel light. Pretty good indeed. So let's go take it for a test fly here. It's a tail dragger, so a lot of tail draggers I have issues with because I don't know how to fly them. However, this has been the most pleasant experience in a tail dragger that I had so far, compared to the ones that I flew in the past here. So now the brake, I believe, is right there. We're gonna taxi to the runway here. Ground handling is definitely really, really good. Really good at ground handling. Now this plane will pick up some speed, and at lower speed it's a lot easier to turn. At higher speed it becomes more challenging. So on the taxi you want to definitely, you know, don't overspeed it. Let it kind of settle out. We're gonna put one notch of flaps down here. I gotta say, this has been a fantastic aircraft to fly, especially for a tail dragger. I am not a very experienced tail dragger flight pilot, or whatever you want to call me, like tester. I only did quite a few of these. The most challenging one I ever flew is the F4 from Got Friends. I love that plane, but I cannot land it to save my life. And it does have a lot of glitches. So I'm waiting for that to be fixed. I want to do a review on that one as well. I attempted a review today for it, but it didn't go good. Overall, this aircraft so far visually is definitely a good 4. I wouldn't put it up there with the better ones. Excuse me. I would say this is definitely a 4, right? The systems, obviously, it's pretty basic systems, so we're going to go ahead and give it a solid 4. For what it is, it's not bad. It's not the best, though. You know, not really a lot of in-depth that you get here. But the strong suits, sounds are really good. Handling is definitely a 4.5. Sounds, I would give it a 4.3. Pricing, it was only $10. It's been on sale for the longest time in the stream. I believe the total cost is $19.99, but we picked it up fairly cheap, considering. Many different options of lighting. It's not too sensitive with the brakes. Overall, the pricing is definitely a solid 4.5. So let's go ahead and bring it up to speed here. Let's take it for a flight. All right, I'm left, right, whoa. Okay, guys, like I said, oh no, we're gonna hit the citation. Ah, oh boy, don't let me fly. Oops. Okay, we'll pretend like that didn't just happen. And positive rate. Let's get the gear animation. All right, so far so good. That is the prop right there. Bring him down. The mixture, I mean the RPMs here. It's pretty good. Very, very accurate, right? I love the way it handles. I love the way it flies. The way it sounds is pretty good too. Let's close up the call flap here. We do have a bomb bay door as well that opens and closes, which is, where is it? Where's our bomb bay door? Oh, right here. So that's your bomb bay door there. You can load up stuff to drop. So this is one of the more old school bomber aircrafts. A very lightweight bomber. Beautifully modeled. It handles amazingly, okay? I gotta give it credit. This is probably a 5 out of 5. It feels phenomenal flying. It's a pleasure to fly. So handling is definitely a 5. Sounds are very good, 4.5. Systems are very good too. I would say a solid 4. Visual is definitely a solid 4. Any build is pretty good. Lighting, I would say the lighting is probably the weaker point on the exterior and interior. Some of the lighting, not all of it. Let's just look at it one more time. In a late evening setting here. Okay. So not bad, right? Pretty beautiful aircraft. Now, I'm not even touching the controls, and it's flying relatively straight and level. It's a very stable aircraft. You know, very, very nicely made. Easily adjustable too. You know, with the trim setting, it's very responsive. I would have to say this is a fantastic aircraft if you're looking for something along these lines. It's a pleasure to fly. Handles fantastically. And overall, a great aircraft. Really good job to Inibuild for this one. I think they did a fantastic job. With that being said, let's try to land it. Now, I want to remind you guys, I have real world turbulence. I bought this flight pack the other day from Microsoft, or not from Microsoft, from Market's Place, and I put on real world turbulence and everything. That way I could get a little bit of better understanding of how these planes fly and handle. And we have our settings pretty much taken over by real world weather conditions. So I guess that's why I almost crashed on takeoff, besides the inexperience of learning how to fly a tail dragger. So we're going to go back down and try to land. First, we're going to do a little bit of flight testing. Let's just do a power off, and we're going to just nose up here. You can feel the weight of the aircraft. It's pretty heavy aircraft. I'm just going to pull back here. It handles very nice. It feels heavy. Alright, we're at 60 knots here. I'm holding the nose up, and it's wanting to come down slow. It's not snapping any wings. It's just holding us in the air. So let's put the power back. So it handles very nice. Very, very nice. Alright, let's try get the nose back down here. Let's do power on. Try not to crash it. Again, just dropping the nose. So it doesn't want to snap any wings. The wingspan is really good on this thing, so really, really nicely made. We're going to try to go down for a little bit of a landing now. The scratching on the window is not bad too. It's a little bit, but not too much, right? This does work as well. You got to turn it on. We got to test it. A lot of clickable spots in this aircraft here. We're going to descend down here. We're going to come in on 25, I believe. Alright. Put that prop fully forward, mixture fully rich. I don't want to come in too fast. I like it. Overall, it's not a bad aircraft to fly. I would say this is a more friendly one. If you never had a tail dragger, this is probably the one for you. It's a lot more forgiving than most, and it's very stable. It's a pleasure to fly this thing. I really enjoy it. I think they did a great job with it. Fantastic job. I really like it. Come around here. Alright. I'm gonna put the gear down. Cool animation of the gear, right? Really cool. Alright, I should probably land on the runway though. That's my bad, guys. I'm too busy looking at the gear. Alright. I'm gonna slip it in here. Got the windsock blowing us a little bit. Yeah, we're getting across the crabbing there. I'll try to kick the rudder out a little bit here. Oops. There we go. Let me kick the rudder a little. Oh boy. That's getting back to the center line there. Like I said, oh man. So we had a strong crosswind, and yeah. So I got to learn how to fly this thing. Probably should have came in from the other direction there. I totally ran off the runway there, almost hit the fuel tank. But let's pretend like that didn't happen. All right, flaps coming up. Like I said, overall, it's a beautifully modeled aircraft. With the right pilot, this thing is a pleasure to fly. Obviously, I need a lot more practice, and I also need to learn the winds, because I seen the windsock and I still came in with that strong crab. So something to keep in mind. You definitely want to set yourself up for the approach. Oh, that was a little bit too hard of a break in there too. But like I said, overall this is a beautiful aircraft. Let me open up the cow flaps here and set the parking brake, which is right behind here. This is definitely a nice one. So let me put the light there so you can see it a little bit better. There you go. That's the animation of the propeller stop. Always a good thing to see, right? I like it. I think overall this thing is a solid 4.8. Flight modeling is great. Now, remember, I am not the best at flying these tail draggers, as you can see on my takeoff and landing, which were atrocious today in this video. However, this is one that I would definitely love to fly more and learn how to use a tail dragger better. I think this is a really good aircraft for that to learn. And then you can get into the more complex one, like the, you know, F45 from Cal, because that one's really, really hard to take off and land with. But this one is way more forgiving, so to speak. So I love it. I think it's a great aircraft, and I highly recommend it, especially for the price point of, I got it on sale for $10.99. I think it's only a $20 aircraft, but it's been on sale for a long time. I'm not sure if the sale ended, but it's a great plane. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If this helped, let me know in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts of this aircraft. If you picked it up, what do you think about it? And I would love the feedback, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys, for watching.